Hello students. So next we shall consider the fluid mosaic model of plasma membrane. So plasma membrane, as you know, it is the boundary of cell, also called as the cell membrane. So cell membrane and the plasma membrane both are same, right? So it forms the boundary of the cell. Now this cell membrane or plasma membrane, it is composed of different biomolecules, right? So it is composed of different biomolecules like the lipids, the proteins and carbohydrates. So lipids, proteins and carbohydrates, they form the main biomolecules of the plasma membrane. Now the structure of plasma membrane, it was given by two scientists. So those two scientists, they are Singer and Nicholson. So Singer and Nicholson, they gave the structure of plasma membrane, right? Now this model or this structure, it is called fluid mosaic model, right? So why it is called the fluid mosaic model? So it is called fluid because the plasma membrane is like a liquid or semi-solid, not exactly liquid, but it is semi-solid. So it is just like a thick fluid, right? Or a thick liquid or semi-solid. That's why it is called fluid. Then mosaic. Here mosaic indicates a particular pattern, right? So the biomolecules like proteins, right? Biomolecules like proteins and lipids, they form a particular pattern. That's why it is called mosaic. So it is the fluid mosaic model, right? So this model is called fluid mosaic model, which was proposed by two scientists. They are Singer and Nicholson. So we shall discuss here the structure of plasma membrane, right, which is also called the fluid mosaic model. Right. So the fluid mosaic model, it appears something like this. So here this is the phospholipid bilayer. Right? That is the phospholipid bilayer. So see here, this is one layer of phospholipid. This is second layer of phospholipid. So there are two layers of phospholipids which are called phospholipid bilayer. So bilayer means two, right? The two layers of phospholipids. So this is the upper layer of phospholipid and this is the lower layer of phospholipid. So there are two layers, so it is called the phospholipid bilayer. Now what is this phospholipid? So if you divide this into two parts, phospho and lipid. See, a lipid is a fat, right? Lipid is a fat. Phospho indicates phosphate. So when phosphate is attached to the lipid, so phosphate plus lipid, you get phospholipid. So here, this is one phospholipid, this is second phospholipid, this is third phospholipid, right? So phospholipid is a conjugated lipid or a compound lipid, right? So phospholipid is a compound lipid which is composed of two components. One is the lipid and second is the non-lipid substance which is phosphate here, right? So lipid plus phosphate, right? Lipid plus phosphate, it gives phospholipid which is a compound lipid. So the first layer is composed of many phospholipids. The lower layer is also composed of many phospholipids, right? So in this way, two layers of phospholipids are present here. That's why it is called the phospholipid bilayer. So we shall consider a single phospholipid here. So this is one single phospholipid, right? This is one single phospholipid. It is having two components. This is the phosphate head and this is these are fatty acid tails, right? So this upper part, it is the head, lower part is the tail, right? So head and tail. This head is composed of phosphate, tail is composed of fatty acids. So phosphate head and fatty acid tails, right? So together it forms one phospholipid. So phospholipid is composed of phosphate head and fatty acid tails. Fatty acid tails, they are hydrophobic. Fatty acid tails are hydrophobic. If you divide this in two parts, hydro and phobic. So here hydro indicates the water. Phobic, the meaning of phobic is fear. Fear, or we can say no affinity or no attraction. So fatty acid tails, they don't have affinity towards water, or they don't show attraction towards water, or they don't like water. That's why they are called hydrophobic, right? Means no affinity towards water. So fatty acid tails, they are hydrophobic. Now how these phospholipids are arranged in the plasma membrane? So here the phosphate heads, they face the exterior, or phosphate heads face the outer side, whereas fatty acid tails, they are on the inner side, right? So phosphate heads face the outer side, fatty acid tails, they face the inner side, right? So you can see here, they are on the inner side, they are on the outer side. So this is how phospholipids are arranged in the plasma membrane. Then the next component is the protein. So you find protein in the plasma membrane. Now this protein, right, this protein, it can be classified into two types, right? This protein can be classified into two types. So I will write it here. Integral protein and the peripheral protein. So protein present in the plasma membrane is classified as integral and peripheral, right? So integral protein and peripheral protein. Integral protein or intrinsic, right? Integral means intrinsic, located inside the plasma membrane. So when protein is located inside the plasma membrane, it is called integral protein or intrinsic protein. Some proteins, they are located outside, right? They are located on the outer surface of plasma membrane. They are called peripheral proteins or the extrinsic proteins. So intrinsic, exterior, right? Sorry, intrinsic is exterior, okay, fine. Extrinsic is exterior, right? So intrinsic, interior, and this is exterior. So I will write it here. So interior and exterior, they are opposite. So interior means intrinsic, exterior extrinsic, right? So that is about the protein that is present in the plasma membrane. The third component is the carbohydrates. So the carbohydrates associated with this plasma membrane, they are present in the form of short branched or unbranched chains. They exist as short chains which are branched or unbranched. So one you can see here. This is a short chain of carbohydrates which is unbranched. It doesn't exhibit branching. This is a short chain of carbohydrates that exhibits branching. So it is branched. So here this carbohydrate is attached to the lipid. So it can be labeled as the glycolipid. So if you divide this term glycolipid into two parts, glyco and lipid, here glyco indicates the carbohydrate, right, and the lipid, that is the fat. So carbohydrate and fat together, it forms a glycolipid, right? So which is again a compound lipid. So that is a glycolipid. Now here, this is another carbohydrate that is attached to the protein, right? So carbohydrate attached to the protein. So we can call this as the glycoprotein. So what is a glycoprotein? So glycoprotein is a conjugated protein. So conjugated means compound, right? So conjugated protein means protein plus non-protein substance, right? So if any non-protein substance is linked or attached to the protein, then it becomes a conjugated protein. So glycoprotein is another conjugated protein where carbohydrates are linked to the protein. So this is the glycoprotein, right? So that is about the structure of a plasma membrane, which is commonly called the fluid mosaic model. So we shall revise this in brief. So the structure of plasma membrane in the form of fluid mosaic model was proposed by Singer and Nicholson. According to this model, the plasma membrane is composed of lipids, proteins and carbohydrates. The lipids here, they are in the form of phospholipids, which is a compound lipid. These phospholipids, they have two parts. One is the phosphate head and second is the fatty acid tails. Fatty acid tails are hydrophobic, right? Means they don't have affinity or attraction towards the water. Now, how these phospholipids are arranged in the plasma membrane? So these phospholipids, they are arranged in two layers. Right? Phospholipids are arranged in two layers. That's why it is called phospholipid bilayer. In the phospholipid bilayer, phosphate heads, they face exterior or they face the outer side. Fatty acid tails, they are interior, means they face the inner side. So this is how phospholipids are arranged in the bilayer. Then the second biomolecule is the protein. So you find protein in the plasma membrane, and this protein may be classified as integral protein and the second is peripheral protein. Integral protein is intrinsic or interior, right? It is located inside the plasma membrane. So protein located or embedded or buried, meaning is same, right? The protein embedded or buried or located inside the plasma membrane, it is the integral protein or intrinsic protein, right? Okay. Then another type is peripheral protein, also classified as extrinsic protein, which is found outside or on the surface of plasma membrane. The third biomolecule or the third component of plasma membrane is the carbohydrates, which are in the form of short chains, which may be branched or unbranched. When carbohydrates are linked or attached to the lipid, when carbohydrates are linked or attached to the lipid, it becomes a glycolipid. Similarly, when carbohydrates are linked or attached to the protein, then it becomes a glycoprotein. So carbohydrates exist in two forms in the plasma membrane. The first form is the glycolipid and the second form is the glycoprotein. Here you can label this as the integral protein. This you can This we can label as the peripheral protein. Then this you can label as the phosphate head. This can be labeled as fatty acid tails. So that is about the fluid mosaic model. You can expect this as a 5-mark question. Explain the structure of plasma membrane or explain the fluid mosaic model of plasma membrane. Right? So important 5-mark question. So with this we shall stop here and we shall continue in the next video. Thank you.